The McKenzie Conservation area sits near the Washington-Idaho border, just a half hour from downtown Spokane in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Riders making the trip to McKenzie will find a modest but perfectly acceptable parking area. At only 462 acres, the area makes up for its small size with impressive views, easy access, and about 5 miles of wonderful trails. Perfect for a day ride. Riders here won't be disappointed as they travel through an upland evergreen forest of cedar, fir, and pine. Riders visiting during the spring months will find a few muddy spots on the trail. In these damp areas, you may also spot a different kind of horsetail, equisetum. It's a plant that likes wet areas and kind of looks like a horse's tail. Many of the trails here are old logging roads that volunteers have transformed into hiking and riding trails. These well-maintained paths will transport you through a forest that is recovering very nicely from past logging operations. The landscape here is really quite diverse, ranging from wetlands and ravines to knolls and ridges. When you're riding here, you'll really notice how the vegetation changes along with the terrain.
Let's go.
The many rocky outcroppings scattered throughout the park offer spice to the ride, and many of them offer fabulous views of Mount Spokane to the north. From this more arid high point of the park, the trail drops down toward the lake. Along the way, you'll pass by the edges of a wetland where water-loving trees such as cedar and aspen thrive, and if you visit in the early morning, you may get lucky and see deer or moose feeding along the edges. Other creatures that will be watching you trying to see them include bear, elk, and cougar. Chances of seeing these shy animals are slim, but seeing signs of their passage is quite common if you keep your eyes peeled.
Having a good ride?
Great ride at McKenzie!
As you arrive at the lake, don't miss the native plant garden at the lakeshore. It was installed by school children and is home to a large community of plants that can be found naturally in the region. It's also a nice place for a quick break near the impressive turtle-shaped rock that's nearby. The very aptly named Turtle Rock overlooks the over 3,000 feet of shoreline that the park provides. The old roadbed continues west along the wetlands before we find a single-track trail and then head uphill. The grade here is pretty steep. You'll gain over 250 feet in less than 1/4 mile distance, so your pony should be in good shape. From this area of the park, you'll really enjoy the views through the trees to the lake below.
And I love the scenery. The lake, the rocks. It's awesome. I like the trails at McKenzie. Newman Lake down below, awesome view up on the top here. Pretty. Well, the trails here, there's probably about 5 to 6 miles of trails here, but you can do a figure 8 or you can do a loop. The bugs today have been pretty bad. I mean, luckily there's an occasional breeze, but I tell you what, bring some fly spray to keep the bugs off. I think this wind is indicating there's a storm coming pretty quick. We better finish up this ride.
Here's the top of the park at approximately 2,450 feet above sea level and 280 feet above Newman Lake far below us. It's pretty spectacular. Rounded border-like masses are common on this ridgeline. These worn granite outcroppings have been broken down by time and rain over the eons. As you complete the loop on the way back to the parking area, you'll notice not only the well-signed trails, but also the continued viewpoints along the way. Thanks for riding with us at McKenzie. For more information, visit us on the web. Love trail riding and camping? Like and subscribe to our channel to see more of Coffee with TrailMeister, and visit TrailMeister.com for the largest and only accurate guide to horse trails and camps across America, riding tips, and even more. Want more? We'd love to tell you what's on the next episode, but we don't even know yet. Send us your ideas via comments in Facebook, and while you're on the computer, sign up for our free newsletter.